unfortunately, I don't work with, like, putting in parentheses, any specific shelter. And a lot of the shelters either don't have, like, a structure in place to allow me to come in any type of, like, an unofficial role like that and offer a service, or they claim, like, lack of staff or lack of resources to be able to give me the necessary access to the dogs. And those are the good responses. On the bad side, they'll just say they aren't interested, or worse, like a few shelters like Carson specifically, which is one that I most visit at this point. They outright view me as an enemy. And based on that, they're willing to overlook any asset that I might bring to the table, basically. Simply, why? It's simply because I speak out publicly regarding what I see. And I tell the whole truth, not just part of it, or not just a portion of what they've cleared me to say. That's a threat, basically, to their system of killing. And, oh yeah, every shelter out here is a kill shelter. Every shelter that I've ever photographed at is a kill shelter. And they're extremely kill-happy shelters, especially in regards to pit bulls. We're talking 90% probably go down. So that's what I mean by I'm a threat. Like, and speaking to Carson, which I can speak most of because that's the one that I, visit the most at this point, and the reason why I visit it the most is because they've gave me the most pushback. They've given me the impression that I'm not welcome there, which makes me go there more. The very first meeting I ever had with their manager, which was after the first time that they saw me photographing dogs, just simply there taking pictures of the dogs, they asked me to come in and talk to the manager. And it was like an hour-long conversation, and you can read tons about it on my website. I've put audio notes up that I made after I got back home from the meeting and all that kind of stuff eventually. But one of the things he said to me was, why do you have to say what happens? Why do you have to say what happens to the dogs? If the dogs get adopted, great. But if they're killed, why can't you just delete their pictures? Because what I do, obviously, and what most people do is, when there's pictures of a dog, you follow the dog, and if it gets adopted, you update the thread, and if it gets killed, you update the thread. I mean, people become invested in these dogs. They network them. They donate money. You just don't disappear dogs, especially dogs that people are invested in networking. So if something happens, whether it be a good ending or a bad ending, you update the people that are invested. And he didn't like that. He didn't like the fact that, well, if a dog's killed, you have no business saying that it's killed because it brings negative attention to our shelter, and you should want to promote our shelter. I'm just like, well, if you want to promote your shelter, stop killing so many dogs. I mean, like, I speak what I see. I tell the truth about what I've personally experienced. So if you want positive attention, give me something positive to talk about, is my stance. So that's kind of the headbutting that we initially had, and that's what I mean by